Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing child maintenance, who is eligible for child maintenance, how can you claim child maintenance. So if you are in the process of claiming child maintenance, this video will definitely be of interest to you. So what is child maintenance? Child maintenance is an amount of money that a person must pay towards another person, a child, based on a legal duty to support this child. So who can apply for child maintenance on behalf of a child? Now, a child can be any person from the ages of 0 months up to 18 years. However, South Africa has changed the law regarding this. A child can also receive maintenance up until the age where they can legally support themselves. However, obviously not if you're a 30-year-old child. The court will say that you can now go and look for a job. So who can apply for child maintenance on behalf of a child? The parents, guardians, and or caregivers of a child can apply for maintenance on behalf of this child. Who has a duty to support a child actually? So the duty rests commonly on both parents, and the duty must be shared between them according to their income. So section 15 subsection 3 paragraph 4 of the Children's Maintenance Act, or the Child Maintenance Act, provides that the duty to support a child or children exists irrespective of whether the children is born out of wedlock or is born of a first or subsequent marriage. Whether the parent has access or is denied access to them, they do have a duty to support the child regardless. Is there a duty on grandparents to support a grandchild? So if neither parent can support or maintain the child, the duty then passes to the grandparents, or the maternal grandparents, or the paternal grandparents. So if a father or mother then fails to pay maintenance, the primary caregiver or caregiving parent can lodge a maintenance application against either of the grandparents if the grandparents are in a position to support or sustain a child. Is there a duty on your sibling to support a child? If neither of the parents nor the grandparents can provide support, then the duty does pass to the child's siblings in accordance with their respective means, but only if the child is really in need of such maintenance. Is there a duty on step-parents to support a child? A step-parent by law is not obliged to maintain his or her stepchild. This is a law in South Africa. So who is entitled to receive child maintenance then? It goes back to what I was saying. All children are entitled to receive child maintenance from their parents. The parent who is paying the maintenance has the duty to do so until the child is self-supporting. So this duty does not cease when the child turns 18 years. So if the child is 25, still studying, cannot support his or herself, then there is a duty on the parents or the grandparents to still maintain and support this child. Adopted children may receive child maintenance from their adoptive parent but are not entitled to such maintenance to receive money from the an adopted child may receive child maintenance from their adopted parents, but they are not, however, entitled to claim support from their biological parents. Yes, so how do you apply for such maintenance? So the applicant, whoever, whether it's the father, the mother, the grandparents, should apply at the magistrate's court in the district where he or she lives. So it's, if you're living in Pretoria, you'd need to go to the children's courts in Pretoria, the magistrate's courts in Pretoria, for instance. Then you need to submit an income and expenditure. The court will then set a date which the applicant and the respondent should attend the court proceeding. A child maintenance officer and investigator will then investigate this claim. The respondent then has a choice between agreeing to pay child maintenance or contesting the matter in court. If the respondent does agree, then an order will be made by court. However, if then no agreements can come to terms, if the parties cannot come to an agreement, then it will lead to a court process. So then the magistrate will then decide on an applicable maintenance order that needs to be made and if it is just. The documents that needs to be attached with your application should be the birth certificate of the child or children involved, the applicant's ID document, proof of residence, a divorce settlement if there is any, proof of monthly income and expenses, the detail of the parent required to pay child maintenance, and a 3-month bank statement. The documents that the respondent or the other party that the application is brought against should be the ID documents, 3 months bank statement, 3 months proof of income, proof of physical work and residential address, list of expenditure, and he or she also needs to provide a copy of the child maintenance court order if there is a maintenance court order against the respondent in another court. Birth certificates of all your other biological children other than the child or children in question, and the child maintenance clerk will then submit this application form. The applicant will then receive a reference number and a date on which the applicant and the respondent should be at the court. A summons will then be served upon the defendant to appear in court on a specific date. So this goes without saying that if you are struggling to look after your child, you can get a maintenance order against either your spouse or your boyfriend, whoever the child's biological parent is, or grandparents or the child's siblings if the child has older siblings who are working and who can sustain the child. But these are only in exceptional circumstances because sometimes the court can also order that you need to go and look for a job. So I hope this video shed some light upon child maintenance. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Also click on the bell button to get notifications for the next one. Please stay tuned to the next video. Thank you for watching.